What's up? This is Will. Today I'm gonna show you how to replace the rear struts on my '96 Toyota Avalon. They've been out for quite a while. Every time I hit a bump, you can definitely tell that they're out. They make a loud noise, and whenever we're pretty much just driving down the road, you can just hear uh, cluttering back there. So I'm sure they will be in for a surprise as far as how they'll look. I'm sure they'll be pretty bad. We'll see. So this is what I use for this project: flathead screwdriver, 5mm T-handle, 19mm 14 combination wrench, 21, 13, 12, 11 gear wrenches, 13mm deep socket with a wobble and a 3/8 extension, which is that one. Quarter-inch ratchet, quarter-inch extension, 10mm wobble socket. That can be regular, it don't matter. I got 21, 19, 14, 13, all deep sockets, half-inch drive, 12, 14 shallow, 3/8 drive, 12, 13 deep sockets, 3/8 drive, half-inch drive, air impact, 3/8 drive, battery impact. Obviously you can replace those with ratchets, but it's a lot quicker with those. If you have any questions on the tooling or anything, let me know on the comments, and I should reply pretty quickly. So this project took me approximately 2 hours at a very comfortable pace. Kept going in and out of the house. Some people might do it quicker, some people maybe do it a little slower. All I advise, like always, is do it on the weekend. Start on a Saturday morning, give yourself some time. It shouldn't take too long because it is pretty easy. But just give yourself time in case something comes up. You know how that goes. If you have any questions, put the comments below. There's 3 clips. All you gotta do is lift up, and you do the middle, and then the other side, and this should come out here. Gotta do the other side. Alright, it's just gonna get stuck right there on your seatbelts. Just pull it up. You'll find years and years worth of trash in there. Do not be alarmed. So on this corner and at opposite end over there, you have 2 12mm bolts. Is what 12mm sockets. Pull those bolts out, and then on the middle right here you'll need 2 14mm. You see there's one right there. So these are what's holding the back of your back seat. So basically, you see there's another one here. So this one on the opposite end, 12mm socket. The middle one's 14mm socket. Make sure that you put your seatbelt kind of to the side, out of the way. Hopefully we can pull that out. I have one more here. See that the whole seat comes out. So to remove this back seat, after you remove the bottom, you pretty much got to pull the seat from both sides up. Pull it up best you can. You're gonna have to fight with it for a little bit. I cannot record that part because you got to use both hands. But basically, you're trying to pull these out of here. So just once you loosen those bolts, pull up and kind of shake it a little, and they'll come out. The reason we're removing the seat for strut mounts, you ask, is because Those are the top 3 bolts for the nuts to remove the strut, so you got to get access to that. So might as well get that out of the way first. I always find the lifting points on cars. You should be able to see, just look under there and see where's the best place to put it. That's usually where I lift from, right there. Try to be as even as possible and just go up. You want your tires to clear the ground, so just keep pumping until they clear. My other side up, I do always use 2 jacks. We're probably gonna have to use the jack to lift the wheels up once we move our struts. Not sure. I'll find out when I get there. And I got my cheap jack stands from Harbor Freight. I always use jack stands. Better be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna go up a little so I can go up with my jack stand. Get you a flathead screwdriver. Get your caps out. Oh yeah. Oh, I got broken stuff. Maybe something I gotta replace that stud. Didn't know it was like that. But go ahead and remove all your luggage. Got me a 21 millimeter and my 1/2 inch impact. Go ahead and remove both sides. Start removing the nuts on the top of the strut mount. The struts, I mean. I got a 12 millimeter ratchet wrench. You can use a regular wrench, but I like ratchet wrenches because they're way quicker. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So make sure you are going the right way.
Alright, so you should just break them loose and should be able to take them out by hand after that. Go ahead and do both sides.
The strut mount, and that's what we're going to remove. You want to start removing everything that's attached to it. Go ahead and remove this bolt, and this bolt. Now we're going to remove these 2 big bolts here to get the strut off, along with the nuts inside. That one's going to be 12 millimeter. 12. 10 millimeter. You gotta use 10 millimeters. Alright, so you're gonna need a 5 millimeter T handle, Allen T handle, and a 14 millimeter wrench. You gotta hold that. I put an impact on there, but I noticed the whole thing was turning. So you gotta hold it with your T handle and then turn it with the nut to get that one loose, and then you should be able to get your strut nuts off. Alright, so to get the nuts off, you'll need a 19 millimeter socket. I got my 1/2 inch drive extension and my impact. You can use a ratchet and 19 millimeter wrench. First one. Now let's get the second one. Go ahead and get your bolt out. You might have to raise it up a little, take some tension off of it. After you get that first one, you can move it some more. But all you're doing is trying to get that strut mount off. You have to keep on playing with it for a little bit to get it all the way out. But so just shake it till you get it out, and there you go, first one out. Do the same thing for the other side. The old struts, like I said, I recommend for y'all to get the whole strut assembly, not just the spring or the shocks. You can tell we got some wear there. They do look pretty old. So I would get the whole strut assembly so you don't have to get a spring compressor or anything. So I got the full strut assembly. I don't know why I keep saying mount, but basically that's what the spring already installed. I don't want to deal with having to compress the ring and get that installed as well. So I got it for $124 on Amazon. You'll find a bunch of cheap stuff there. So here you go. So you'll have your rear right, and then the other one will have rear left, so you know which one goes where. As you can tell, this is the full assembly. There's the old one. Here's the new one. Same thing. So you don't have to remove that nut, leave that nut alone. All you gotta do, take these off so you can install it. Then you put them back on. Looks pretty good, and that's one of the cheaper ones I found. The rear set for $124 on Amazon. So make sure you are installing the correct one. That's your rear right, passenger side. Rear left will be your driver's side. You're gonna get these studs up there, but first we're gonna get it on here. The bottom first. All right, so you want to try to stick your first bolt in there. All right, so I got the bolts in. Go ahead and get your nuts on. Make sure you don't tighten everything until you get the 3 nuts on top inside of your car on. And then you can go in and tighten everything, but make sure you're gonna have to lift this up to get this little bracket on. So basically lift it up whenever you need it. That's why I don't have a jacket under it, but get this little bracket on. And you're gonna get this one on. You're also going to get this one on. I put this nut on here so I don't lose it. I usually screw everything back on when I take it off so I don't lose anything. So put this back on. After you get your nuts and top on, you can go in and tighten everything. So this is where the second jack will come into play. I let the weight off on those jack stands. But basically you just go up with it. And you're trying to get those studs up there lined up. So when you're going up, get them lined up at the same time. I have tension on it. It did go all the way through already, as you can see from the studs. Get your nuts on and get them a little tight, not all the way just yet. So it looks like they are 14 millimeter. Sometimes you will if you don't have an impact wrench and a T-handle. 5mm Strut. Check it out. Done deal. Should ride a lot better now. The ride height is a little higher in the back. It should settle down just a little bit more after I drive it for a bit, but you can already tell the huge difference that it makes. No longer rattling. Whenever I go over speed bumps, it doesn't make a loud noise. Basically absorbing the shock a lot better. So yeah, that was definitely worth it. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and put them on the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe. There's more videos coming soon, more fixed videos, a lot of different vehicles. If you have any questions, let me know, and I appreciate y'all watching, and God bless you.